A visit with Master Wu, head of the Tianjin Qigong system. Okay, so clearly it's quite late at night now, so I'm not visiting Master Wu right now, but this vlog will just be a little recap of visiting him today. So I went with a group who also from New Zealand, who is going to the medical Qigong conference in Beijing in a few days' time, and we went out to Tianjin, which is not too far from Beijing, to visit with Master Wu. Now, the reason for doing this, other than of course it just being very interesting to go and visit with another Qigong master, is that most of the group are students of Master Wu, or students of Master Wu. So we have with us, we have Sunny Lu, and then also Kerry, who are both, well, Kerry is Sunny's student, and then both Sunny and Kerry have other students in New Zealand, and their their lineage, I suppose you can say, goes back to Master Wu and the Tianjin Qigong system. So in a way it was quite a privilege that I was able to go along as well and spend some time with them, not as one of his students, but simply someone as part of the rest of the group. So it was really nice to go along and spend some time. I have some limited exposure to this style of Qigong previously, not a lot. I won't pretend to understand all of the nuances of the practice, but I have experienced and seen and talked with a little bit about this style of Qigong, and it's quite different in approach from what I practice and what we do with long white cloud Qigong, but of course with many similarities, many connections as well. And this is the thing, there are many different styles of Qigong, many different ways of approaching things, and there are connections between all of them, even though they might be expressed and work in different ways. And so I didn't record too much of the time with Master Wu, but I have got a few shots that I will put over the top of this, so you can see what he looks like, and I'll tell you a little bit about the visit, and sort of what we did there. So of course Master Wu talked to us as a group, and he talked about some aspects of Chinese medicine theory and Qigong theory, and was giving some advice to some members of the group, which was great. And one of the things that I found really interesting for myself, not really speaking Chinese particularly beyond the absolute most rudimentary things, was that I could follow a lot of what he was saying without needing translation. Parts were being translated from time to time for people who are in the group, but I found that I could follow what he was saying anyway, from knowing a lot of the terminology and using that terminology regularly, and also knowing the subject matter of what he's talking about. And he was talking about some things like making sure to clear the Jingluo, or the meridians, about circulating energy in the Du and the Renmai, so essentially the microcosmic orbit, and connecting to the energy of heaven and these sorts of things as part of maintaining health. And then some more specific things, I think, relating to some of the people in the group, some advice for them. After that, he actually did some brief Qigong healing, or some medical Qigong on everyone in the group, including me, which was great, just very briefly. And then also he gave a little bit of advice and demonstrated some exercises for some people in the group as well, of things for them to do. So yeah, it was a real pleasure to spend some time with someone with so much experience and so much history with Qigong. Again, obviously, a different approach from what I do and what I teach in my school, but it's still great to see those connections, and all of these different experiences, all of this different exposure, it gives you more context, more understanding of the wider world of Qigong and how it all connects together. So that was basically my day today. Tomorrow we are going to be visiting with another Qigong master, quite a famous one. Hopefully I will make a vlog about that. We'll see how much footage I'm able to record. It's not always easy to record footage of these sorts of things because you're sitting, listening, talking. It's not always a great time to be filming. But the one tomorrow has a very different approach to Qigong again. Today with Master Wu, it's very much a Buddhist Qigong system. The master tomorrow, his system is very much a Taoist Qigong system, but again, obviously many connections between them, but they come out in different ways, different formulations, different flavors to the way that becomes expressed in their Qigong practice. Okay, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.